So that's my engine. I've had a fuck time. So it is now Friday the 12th, something like that. So anyway, I had like problems with my car. The engine light came up, the oil light came up, and the mechanic was like to me, he was like, look, I'm just gonna turn all these like lights off. It can't be everything. He was like, I'm gonna clear it all down and carry on driving. Whatever comes up, that's the real problem. And he was like, give it a month. If anything happens, bring it back. I'll check up on it for you. Charged me 60 quid just to do that. I then continue to drive. Gets to the Sunday, the lights have started coming up again, but it's obviously the weekend. I don't want to go to the mechanic. I do a short trip just to do a favour for my granddad because he's on holiday. Engine just blows out in the middle of the road. I have to like pull down. I then have to walk a mile to continue to do this favour for my granddad. Walk back. This is like 8:30. Everyone, all of my family members are away, so I had like one cousin that lives nearby that gave me a lift back here to get some jump leads, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can just jump start my car and get it back here, so I don't have to call the AA or anything. So tried to jump start the car, didn't work. Then called the AA, and this was about 10:30 now. The AA then told me that they would get here for 1:30. Cost me like 170 quid or something, which is class. Then ended up waiting until like 2 o'clock, 1:45 or something. The guy then gets here, literally has one look at it, tells me it's completely fucked, and that, you know, I basically wrote off my car, I'm gonna have to buy another one. So yeah, everything's pretty like fucked. He then as well chatted my ear off till 3:30 in the morning. Literally, we're like 10-15 minutes away from my house. He towed it back, which was a pretty weird experience. But he chatted my ear off, and every time I tried to speak, he just interrupted me and just kept telling me about his German Shepherds and about his motorbikes and stuff. And every time I tried to input, he kept cutting me off, I was like, bro, this guy don't even care what I have to say. Anyway, it gets to like 3:35, and I'm just chatting for hours outside of the bungalow. It's a Sunday night or Monday morning. You know, I told him like he's like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like go to bed, and then it gets to like 3:35. He just starts clicking on his machine. He's like, yeah, mate. So now it's 3:35. I won't have to do another job. I can go straight home, can't I? And I was like, oh, class then. So he's just chatted, like literally just chatted me up for 3 hours, used and abused me and threw me away like I was a piece of nothing. So yeah, anyway, that's happened. So I've just been on basically house arrest the entire week. Got some spots pulling through, which is pretty class. And yeah, because everything's great. I also haven't got my first closure on this new offer, so I'm probably gonna go completely broke. At least the horn still works. But this is serious headbanger. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the mechanics now and get a second opinion. I've actually been recording on my phone outside the car this entire time because I wanted to record the engine and then get a second opinion on it. Obviously I can't drive it there, so I'm going to have to walk over now. It's a bit sunny, to be fair, which is nice, I guess. So yeah, but look, it's a privilege. I've actually got a car. There's people in other countries that don't even have a donkey, so this is good. Actually doing the walk of death across a motorway right now. When am I supposed to go? I mean, this is... what the fuck? How am I supposed to cross this road? Mate, it's just taking the piss. Mate, can this person hurry up? Alright, I'm going. Oh, mate. Past level 1, I got level 2 now. Alright, don't change lanes because I might die. Oh, there we go. Nice little nonchalant walk across the second level. Alright, we should be good now. But anyway, just went to the mechanic. He basically just told me that AA, like, because AA didn't even, like, they didn't even open my bonnet. They were like, yeah, mate. He just had one little, like, listen at it. And he was just telling me, like, if that's the issue, we should have actually looked at your bonnet and checked. He was like, that guy's full of shit. He's like, you need to get somebody to actually come to your house and check it. So that'll probably cost me another probably 150 quid. Also means that I basically paid AA like 200 quid just to give me a lift home, which is class. But I did go to the farmer's market and bought 6 eggs and some of this sauce. Cost me 10 quid, but at least we're helping, you know, the local farmers and stuff like that. And just to sum it all up, like the cherry on top, there's this girl, blonde girl, that works at the farmer's market. First time I went in there, I had like no haircut and was probably like 8 kg heavier, so there was zero chance of me dropping any game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not fully like at like peak like glow up right now, but like I'm better than I was. Maybe not right now, to be fair, but yeah, she ended up serving me this time, and I pretty much just looked at the ground the entire time. Was like, yeah, I'll have a bag, please. Can I just pay card, please? Oh, mate, the confidence, I don't know, it just evaporated. Back in my prime, I was like, I think the game's left me. I think I've lost it. I need to get it back. I mean, I had a girlfriend for like 2.5 years, so I wasn't dropping any game. But yeah, pretty embarrassing. I've thought about it probably every minute since walking from there and just keep cringing at myself. Like, why couldn't I at least just maintain a little bit of eye contact, you know what I mean? As soon as you see some blonde hair and start freaking out and looking at the ground. Just done like an hour or two's worth of work. Well, it was about like 45 minutes of like TikToks. I posted 2 TikToks and I'm gonna repost some of them on Instagram in a little bit. But yeah, it's now like 4, maybe 5 o'clock-ish, and I haven't had anything to eat yet, so I'm going to cook up a steak, and I've got some pork chops. Just a rump steak. I've started cheaping out on the steaks recently, but yeah, we should probably put that on its side and finish it. Anyway, going to eat that, and then probably just more work, and then I've got my only sales call at 7 o'clock today. So I think after that I'm going to do some even more work after that, exercise, and then I think from like 10 o'clock I'm going to just like watch a film, chill out. I'm starting to try and be a bit more balanced, see how that goes, and if I feel like I need to chill out, I don't know. I still don't really feel like I'm pushing myself that much at the moment, but yeah, anyway, this steak's going to get overdone. The moment of truth, I always overdo steaks. Like, I've never cooked like a steak medium rare, and because I usually do 3 minutes, like 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other. I then turn off the heat, sear the fat, usually there's like fat on the side, and then I'll let it sit for the same amount of time that I've cooked it for, which is apparently what you're meant to do, and I'll chuck another bit of butter in there and then all the seasoning, so it just like soaks it all up. But this time I've done 2 minutes either side and then let it sit for 4 minutes, and I can already see it's a much better. This is also pretty thick steak as well. Yeah, that's actually, I've smashed it. That's beautiful. I mean, nah, that's good. That's the best. I mean, this isn't a good quality steak, so it's probably not going to be the best, but that's in terms of like my ability of cooking. I've actually mastered it. That's a good little piece of steak, that. I'll take that every day of the week. A little bit chewy, but it's pretty good. Considering it's a rump steak, I'm enjoying that. So I've got pork in the air fryer cooking now. And that'll probably be me done for the day eating. I'm literally pretty much in starvation mode now, trying to get shredded. I've got holiday in 3 weeks and I've got a custard gut, so trying to remove that, but yeah. Hang on. I've got Camelot by NLE Chopper blasting profanity into my ear, but yeah, basically I just done like an extra like hour and a half of work, It's now like 6ish. So I've basically been doing work till like 2, got home about 2, and then I was still listening to a coaching call when I had my food. But feeling pretty full up after that, weirdly. I think my stomach's like shrank drastically. But the sun is like actually out now. I was also just feeling really knackered. So I'm gonna come out, get some fresh air and do some skipping. It's a little bit of a road choice, but I did used to box, so I'm actually half decent at skipping. And it's also like the fastest calorie burning thing, so let's give this a try and see how goofy it is. To be fair, I've been doing it the past few days, so I don't know why I'm acting like it's the first time in a while, but I'll put on a little performance for you. Never mind. Come on. What about one? Oh my days. Alright, let's stop messing about. What about one of these? Yeah? Alright, that's basically it. I can do the double, I can do doubles. Enough of that. I'm going to do like 15 minutes of it, and then I'm going to go on a run, probably maybe later. Might do it now actually, go on like a half an hour, 15 minutes, half an hour, and then come back and do a 15-minute skip-in. So I'm doing like an hour of exercise basically. I'm not gonna lie, I just started running for like 3 minutes and just started walking. And as I was walking past people, I just like did this thing where like your ankle goes in and just like tripped up over myself right as I was walking past a couple, and they just were completely silent, and I like made like a little laugh, like silly me sort of shit. And then like I give it like 5-10 minutes, like 5-10 seconds, they don't respond to me, and they both just started laughing at each other. Mate, that's the second L I've taken today. First was the blonde tart, which wasn't just me being a pussy, that one's just me being a retard, so game's a game. It's now the Saturday, about, I think it's like 2:15 or something, about to go get a trim, but I have to get Ubers because my car's got obviously fucked. So it's only like 5-minute drive or like 10-minute drive or something like that. So it's only costing like £8 to be fair. But then I'm gonna get an Uber to the supermarket, get loads of food, and then walk like a mile and a bit from the supermarket. So that's the plan. Here he is. Nice little German whip.
Right, Max.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mate, pretty sure it was that.
Well, I just started filming outside like a nursery, but anyway, right now, right, the top looks a little bit like I've just stuck a piece of Lego on my head, but trust me, once I get a shower in, let it marinate, this might be the best trim I've ever gotten. Just a little like low taper on the sides. I want to have that natural look, have a bit of, you know, I don't want to just go straight skin fade or straight fade into long curly hair. I want to have like a short fade and then into nice curly hair. That's the plan. But anyway, and it needs to grow. It needs to grow into it a little bit. This isn't going to be the final Bosch trim. Like, there's going to be an upgraded version of this in a few weeks' time. But anyway, I just got an Uber down to the place. So my SD card got full, and then I couldn't film anything. But I ended up walking through basically the equivalent to Peckham for Birmingham. Walked like 2 hours home. Ran out of phone service. Couldn't get an Uber. Went to the shops, to be fair, so I did do a shop on the way back. And yeah, just came back and did some work and stuff like that. It's now Sunday. I've just been doing random admin at home, to be fair. I haven't actually left the house, which feels a bit weird. But yeah, feeling pretty knackered. Been having pretty terrible sleep. So I think the plan is get an early night, crack on with the week. I've got like 3 or 4 people that should be I said 2 people should definitely be closing, then I've got like 1 or 2 that actually, I'll say 1 person's definitely closing, 1 should be, and I've got 2 others that probably should be as well. So yeah, I feel knackered. I literally barely wanted to really film right now, but gonna finish this video. Bye.